Hey, True Believers England Teen here with another episode of Comic Book Origins. In this case, we are talking about Captain Marvel Jr. Yes, Freddie Freeman, created by Ed Herron and Mark Raboy. I probably said that wrong, and I apologize. He was created in 1941. And why would they do such a crazy thing? Well, they needed a spin-off character for their popular Captain Marvel, and they decided they wanted to do something different because they did introduce the Lieutenant Marvels in Wiz Comics number 21, but they wanted something a little more original, so they figured they would make a Captain Marvel character whom, after they say their magic word, they remain a teenager. In this case, the magic word is Captain Marvel, making Freddie Freeman the only comic book character who cannot say his own name, or he reverts right on back to Freddie Freeman. Anyway, another little tidbit about this particular character is fandom. Of course, I'm sure you've heard. If not, hey, you get to learn something new. Elvis Presley, huge fan of Captain Marvel. There's a lot of rumors running around about it. There's no real proof to some of these, like his hairstyle. Sorry, gang, but his hairstyle was not inspired by Captain Marvel Jr. It's on record. It was Tony Curtis. That being said, there's a lot of similarities, and we do know he was a big fan. Even in Graceland, there's a desk set up with all of his comic books on it. So awesome. It's great to know the king of rock and roll was a comic book geek. So with all that out of the way, let's dive into the first appearance of Captain Marvel Jr., Wiz Comics number 25. Okay, so one of the things I love about Comic Book Origins is taking the piss out of classic comics. Anybody can go after a bad book. It's fun to go after the good ones, too, and it's done out of love. I love Golden Age comic books. I love comic books in general. So I always like to start with a cover, and maybe we'll find something funny here or there. Maybe we'll find something you haven't noticed yet. This is about as perfect a cover as you can get. It's poster quality, except for be an American. Okay, well, be born here and you're an American. There's nothing to point out that's bad in that cover. Okay, so one of the things I like pointing out in Golden Age comic books is the fact that usually you'll have the picture and then the words will be what the picture is. In this case, it's awesome because you've got Captain Nazi smashing out of a comic book and you got Billy Batson on the radio saying, "He's here, folks," smashing his way right out of Master Comics and into our own Wiz. Captain Nazi is cutting a path of sabotage and destruction across the country. Can nothing stop him? And that is awesome. I can't think of any joke in there about smashing into our own Wiz. That's way too easy. I think I should leave the Wiz alone. Definitely. I'll just ease on down the road here. Billy Batson continues his broadcast stating that while Captain Marvel has tangled with a monster, Captain Nazi is a slick customer, and right now even Captain Marvel doesn't know where he is. All that we know is, "Billy, we're off the air. It's Captain Nazi. He's at our sending station now. What'll we do? There's only one thing to do. Shazam!" With a big boom and a blinding flash of lightning and a deafening roll of thunder, the boy reporter becomes the mightiest man on Earth. Captain Marvel is on his way. A few minutes later, he's at the radio sending station several miles out in the country. And that goes for all your American... I can't do German, guys. Sorry. Captain Marvel, Bullet Man, Spy Smasher, Minuteman. I laugh at all of them. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, maybe that's a little more Santa Claus than evil Nazi, but you get the point. What's going on here? Captain Nazi's cut in on our broadcast with a broadcast of his own. Look! And we see a guy climbing up the tower. Captain Nazi can't cut in on Billy's broadcast. I'll fix him, or my name isn't Whitey Murphy. So Whitey does make it to the top of the tower where he sees Captain Nazi. Well, little one, just what do you think you're going to do? You'll find out quick enough, you big lug. Everybody sees that Whitey's in danger, and Captain Marvel flies up towards him. Hold him, Whitey, I'm coming. You thought you could stop me, Captain Nazi, eh? Now you will die, small fry. Ho, ho, ho. So Captain Nazi throws Whitey down, and with a mighty thud, Captain Marvel catches him. The merciless Captain Nazi hurls helpless Whitey directly onto Captain Marvel. "Whitey, are you all right? Speak to me." But Whitey's only thought is that Captain Nazi needs to be stopped. And Captain Nazi gets away, and for days nobody can find him. Nothing is going on. Meanwhile, the work of arming America goes on both night and day in a newly developed section of the country. A giant dam and powerhouse have just been completed. Well, here we are, folks, bringing you a special broadcast right from the scene of this gigantic defense power project. In exactly 2 minutes, the Senator will push the button, which will start the turbines, and power will begin to be generated. So the Senator's looking at the button. Now? Now. And he presses it. Is that all? Yes, that's all, Senator. Ho, ho, ho. That's, oh my gosh, he said it. He said it. Ho, ho, ho. Not just ho, ho. I didn't add that last ho. Captain Nazi is Santa Claus, or works as a Santa Claus at Macy's. You know that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. He's just practicing. Okay, I could be stretching. Just a little bit. Anyway, let's continue. Everyone looks up at the top of the dam and they see Captain Nazi. You'll push the button, Senator. I'm not going to try the accent anymore. And the wheels started turning, but you didn't know that I'd already fixed up your turbines for you. Already they're turning faster, faster. Soon their speed will be tremendous and you won't be able to stop them. Ho, ho, ho. He sabotaged the turbines. They'll blow up. Carry on, Whitey. Captain Marvel's taking over. Shazam! Adding to the panic of the crowd comes a sudden flash of lightning and a terrifying roar of thunder. Oh, that's good. Captain Marvel scares the shit out of people. Nice. Nice going, Cap. Captain Marvel flies up to confront Captain Nazi, and when he gets there prepared to fight, Captain Nazi reminds him that if he wastes time fighting him, the turbines will explode. You're right, you fluke Blitzkrieg. I've got to stop these turbines first. You'll never make it, Captain Marvel. Ho, ho, ho! Reluctantly, Captain Marvel crashes through the ceiling of a building, and the people who are working on the turbines feel like they are saved because Captain Marvel has arrived. The mightiest man in the universe throws his tremendous shoulder against the giant flywheel. There is a terrific shower of sparks as steel meets flesh. Look, he's stopping the turbines! The wheel is wearing away against his shoulder. While Captain Marvel saves the day once again, Captain Nazi also makes his escape. This is your reporter, Billy Batson, folks, coming to you from the airport where the newest in secret fighter planes is about to undergo its test flight. The plane's up about 20,000 feet now, and in another minute it will go into the first power dive. Ladies and gentlemen, here she comes, faster, faster, coming right down towards us at 700 miles an hour. He'd better pull out of that dive pretty soon. What's the matter up there? He's going to crash. Just a moment, folks. Something seems to have gone wrong up there. We're going to switch to the plane and talk directly to the pilot. Hello? Hello up there. Can you hear me? Come in, please. Arga! Shazam! Ho ho! Now we wreck the plane and also kill those Yankee pigs below. And we see Captain Nazi, excuse me. Too many captains in this book, strangling the pilot. Captain Marvel swiftly flies up towards the plummeting plane and pulls it out of its nosedive. The G-force causes even Captain Nazi to lose consciousness temporarily, leaving Captain Marvel to pull him out of the plane and give him a mighty blow, sending him flying into the water. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the very first appearance of Freddie Freeman. Look, Grandpa, somebody fell in the water over there. Put about and we'll rescue him. Gosh, he's wearing some kind of fancy uniform. Easy, me boy, you're in good hands now. The well-meaning pair do not realize the deadly danger they are in. Ha! Weak-livered Yankees, thus I repay your soft-heartedness. You've killed my grandpa, you monster! With that, Captain Nazi literally lands a crippling blow, sending Freeman into the water. And as he lays drowning, cursed Yankees will kill them all someday. Captain Marvel picks Freddie Freeman out of the water, wanting to help. He flies him to a hospital. Delivering to the doctors, he understands there's nothing more I can do. Shazam! Sitting there is Billy Batson, waiting, reading a magazine. How is he, nurse? Will he live? You're a friend of his? I have bad news. His back is broken. The doctors say if there's no hope. Even if he lived, he'd be a cripple for life. We're doing all we can, but we don't expect him to last the night out. Oh. Not wanting the young man to die, Billy Batson kidnaps him and carries him into the subway, a familiar subway where we see a familiar train that takes him to a familiar cavern. Billy walks down the long, ancient underground hall where he first met the sorcerer Shazam. Before an empty dust-covered throne, Billy sets his burden gently down and then lights a long-extinguished torch. As the flame flares up, there's a rumbling sound, a sudden flash of lightning, a roll of thunder, and the ghost of the dead wizard appears. Who calls old Shazam from his 1,000 years of sleep? I, Billy Batson, call you. There's a man loose up above, a man called Captain Nazi who is destroying everything. I've brought you a boy who is dying as a result of Captain Nazi's cruelty. You must help him as he once helped me. Billy himself was only a poor starving newsboy before Shazam gave him the power to become Captain Marvel. What has already come to pass cannot be changed by any power of mine, but you as Captain Marvel can, if you will pass on to this poor boy some of the mighty powers I once gave you. Billy Batson, speak my name. Shazam! The Wraith of Shazam vanishes, and in his place stands the familiar red-clad figure, Captain Marvel. Why, it's Captain Marvel. As the wondering boy murmurs Captain Marvel's name, there is a flash of lightning. I'm all well again. I'm strong. I'm like you. That's right, you're Captain Marvel Jr. Well, we kind of got a little caste system right here, don't we, Cap? You're my sidekick. Take it. That's what you are now. Now you'll have all the powers I have. Use them to fight the forces of evil wherever they appear. And do I change back to my own shape too, like you do to Billy Batson? Yes, you will have to go through life in your own form. But whenever you need me, speak my name, and as Captain Marvel Jr., you will be able to do the things I do. Now, go back in there and get well. And then I'm going to send you into Master Comics to take care of Captain Nazi. Goodbye, Captain Marvel. Did Captain Marvel just pull a Deadpool? He understands he's in comics, and, well, you're not going to be in Wiz Comics anymore. We're going to send you off into Master Comics, where Captain Marvel is. You're going to have to help Bullet Man defeat Captain Nazi. That's really kooky. That's kind of cool, though. Gosh, I wonder if it's all really true. Well, I'll be out of here tomorrow, and then I'll find out. The poor boy is destined to carry a crippled leg as a souvenir of his encounter with Captain Nazi. Oh, I'll carry on anyway. I'll get Captain Nazi and put him where he'll never hurt anybody anymore. Hitler, I have killed an old man and crippled a little boy. It is so easy beating these Yankee pigs. Captain Nazi speaks on a secret transatlantic phone to his wicked dictator boss. Fine, but there are bigger things to... I'm screwing this one up. Bigger things to do, and your first job is to smash Bullet Man. But what Captain Nazi doesn't know is that the innocent laddie Crippled is now the most powerful boy in the world, Captain Marvel Jr. Captain Nazi is in for a surprise. Captain Marvel Jr. joins forces with Bullet Man in the Battle of the Century in January's Master Comics. Don't fail to see the terrific fight in Master Comics. 10 cents at your newsstand, on sale December 5th. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the first appearance of Captain Marvel Jr. What did you think? Personally, I loved it. It was pretty much a straight-up reading because there's not a lot of Golden Age silliness that you would find. I mean, yeah, granted, it kind of reads like a Saturday morning cartoon from the 80s or 70s, but it is thoroughly entertaining, thoroughly enjoyable. I loved this book. From the cover to the very last page, absolutely entertaining. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like and share and subscribe if you like the video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because that's what YouTube really cares about, when they care at all, of course. And if you do like the video, by all means, you're going to see some boxes pop up here. Click on one of them. You may like one of those videos as well. Don't forget to go on over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi and drop $1 in the till. Help us keep making videos for you. Certainly appreciate everybody who's already done that, and you see all of the names going by here of our patrons. Thank you very, very much, guys, for helping me do what I do, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.